So much trouble in the world.
It's the Aerosmith song that we're living on the edge.
Oh,
Because you know why?
why?
Because I saw this thing posted today from Fox 26 News that said a teacher and the Sun were recruiting students for prostitution.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And that's why I had to post that. And,
Did,
and I reposted it and well, I put it in my stories and then I used the song something something wrong with the world today.
it's like dear
Like,
TikTok. What independent school district is that?
I don't
She's
know
a
if they-
teacher.
She's a teacher and she used her son for to
Oh, my
recruit for
Lord.
prostituting.
Prostituting. She
Prostituting.
was out there prostituting.
Imagine that.
All right, we are live on TikTok. TikTok, YouTube, both of the YouTubes, Facebook. Shout out to everybody watching the playback. Oh, first of all, can I shout out all the nice people that I met in Covina, California?
Oh,
They
that's
were.
awesome.
I met one young lady. She was from Fifth Ward. Like she was like born in Fifth Ward. But basically, like I met a few like either Texas people or they like visiting Texas or they got family in Texas, stuff like that. And remind me to get the footage from the show so I could study it and just kind of I want to critique Theo Hooven.
Sure.
Because I don't know, he took a
How
little.
has Theo Hooven been doing on tour?
He did really good, but one show in particular, I saw he took a walk around the block with Any Means, and he came back smelling like they were smoking turkeys, like it was a turkey smoking somewhere.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what that's about, but
Well, let's just say Theo Hooven was a little spaced out, I think, during his set. But
oh no, I know which space out that is.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I don't like.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I told him, hey, bro, no more of that, bro, no more of that. So you had like a coupon for some coffee?
I was gifted a gift card, so I had to go use it.
Had to. That's why we're late today, ladies and gentlemen. There's no schedule for this. But we have Bakersfield coming up. So I'm gonna do a big old U-turn. I'm right back in California. Hide your burritos, hide your tacos.
They have good burritos out there too. It's not just San Diego.
They're different. They don't like in San Diego for the most part, I believe. I think it comes standard with the fries. Or you might have to say the California burrito.
Okay, where's the burrito that we had right before we jumped on the airplane? But you said those were everywhere. They were more of a.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was.
Damn, that one was good. And usually I only like one place, and I thought that was damn good.
I think it was called Filiberto's or something like that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked how greasy it was because the other ones are not as greasy, but these were pretty greasy.
Yeah, was it like asada? Is that what they called
asada,
it?
Yeah.
Man, so we stopped at a place right before I jumped on the plane. Because shout out to my boy Raph Molina. He hosted all the shows, and he kept me company. You know what I mean? Because it could get real boring on the road if you're just like.
He's funny too to be.
Yeah. And he would just leave for a little bit, like, hey, I gotta go feed the dogs real quick. Guess what? His dogs' names are Sweet is one of them, and then the other one is Punchline.
Sweet Punchline. Oh,
the other one's Punchline.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, he had a hoodie because he made my Santrepreneur koozies.
Oh, I didn't send that other part.
Okay.
I didn't just send it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I have a bill with Raph.
Let me tell him before he thinks like this bitch.
Yeah. Hey, because the whole trip I was like, hey man, it gets greater later, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know I got you. You know where I'm at. We over here. We in the same room, bro. You know where I'm at. You know where I got to be tonight. You know I'm good for it. I'm coming right back to Bakersfield. He's probably like, Trick better have my money. He's like, I'm coming right back to Bakersfield. He's doing San Jose with us as well.
Okay.
Shout out to Duno. The little homie Duno is like a superstar out there. He's a superstar. Like,
what is he? Is he a comedian or?
Yeah, he's doing stand up now. So he just headlined his first shows at the Burbank Flappers. So that was a real proud moment. And so I didn't drink at all on this trip, except I sipped one tequila shot when we hung out with Duno and his people Thursday after the show. But he kept getting bombarded. He had to keep taking pictures of people. So everybody's coming up to him. Next thing you know, they're bringing him a whole bunch of shots. And his manager's there. He's like, hey, bro, you got 2 shows tomorrow, bro. You headlining tomorrow. You know, he's like, no, I'm going because he's only 24.
Well, that's good that he's got a manager that kind of like has that control because
and he got big homie.
You know, sometimes they have so many yes people around them to where you know things get out of control and you know people are not
that's
guiding someone the right way, you know.
And that's like big homie stuff because the reason I brought up my 1 tequila shot is because that was enough for me to be like, hey, my boy, hey man, look, you a superstar, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay focused, keep doing what you're doing. He's probably like, all right, old head. Like that one little shot. And what else? Knocked out a music video with my boy Any Means. That came out fire because we just did the track like a few days ago. So it has a lot of topical stuff in it. I was on the Hood Stocks podcast. And that was my second time on, so that was real cool. You know, how was your Eclipse day?
So I'm driving really fast yesterday from the store in hopes that I make it because my aunt gave me some glasses, and Lisa was here. She's like, "What's the big deal?" And I was like, "Come on, I have an extra pair. You come outside." Well, the whole block was having a watch party, which I guess no one told us about. It. So they had their lawn chairs out there, so I wouldn't join them, and I got lawn chairs. I have something funny to tell you. You know, this weekend I had a market, and I'm like making trips going back and forth. Sorry, I changed the subject. That's kind of how my brain works.
Pivot.
And it reminded me of you because Tassie I started talking to this guy that was there. I was like, so what's that thing y'all are having up there? Like, what's that for? And I'm asking him. And Tassie turns around. She's like, I mean, do you just make friends everywhere you go? I said, it's so funny you say that. My husband tells me that all the time. He's always like, there she goes, making friends.
Never met a stranger.
Yeah. And so anyway, all that to say, I go and I sit with the neighbors, which I had never met except for one. And we just started chit-chatting out there. We're all putting our glasses. I took some dope-ass pictures. Took some pretty dope video. It was pretty cool. Sunny got to see it. She goes, banana. Because it was like shaped like a, you know, because when it covers it, it starts to look like this.
What little glasses did y'all put on Sunny? What kind of little glasses was it?
They're the Eclipse glasses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I got scared because I heard that some of them were recalled, like after the fact. Like, oh, by the way, we had all y'all staring at that thing.
I had the old school one, but it was dark because you couldn't see anything out of them. If like there was, if the Eclipse wasn't like passing by, or I'm not saying passing by, if the what do you call it, cloud was covering it, you couldn't see anything.
And you know what? Today I was taking the trash out and everything looked real hazy to me.
It still is.
So it's like, yo.
And it's crazy wind out there.
It got real windy.
But we're supposed to get weird weather too.
Okay. What y'all messing with?
Just
y'all
a lot
doing?
Happening, you know.
What y'all putting in there?
They're just adding to the whole Diddy thing. They're just wanting to make it even better. You know,
there's not enough. There's not enough Diddy in the air.
So there's not enough Diddy in the air. So now they're gonna like do something with the weather.
Cloud seeding with Diddy fumes, I guess.
Bro, I mean, it just gets crazier and crazier.
Oh, speaking of Diddy,
can I tell you what I just heard? The latest. Okay,
what
so
happened?
It was so funny, y'all. Come on. I want y'all to drop a. Is there a hammer?
Sound effect?
No, a hammer emoji. There has to be, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or no, actually do a what do you call it? Explosion one. Y'all, what about 50 Cent though? Okay, if you think 50 Cent is just like fucking the best troll ever, I need you to drop a like explosive emoji because y'all, this guy. Okay, so he put Mick Mills on his thing and he said like he put him saying like. I guess he's saying that all the rumors going around is affecting his son, Meek Mill's son, or something like that, because they're going to think people are gay.
Meek Mill said that?
Yeah. And then 50 Cent says, no one said you were gay. They're saying you're in the videos. And so we don't know what kind of videos they are. They could be gay videos. They could just be videos of him having sex with women. Because they said Diddy had cameras all over his house, even in the restrooms, everywhere. Everywhere.
I mean, that's something. I think that's kind of like a demon. That's a sickness, like possessed, like a demon, bro. Okay, because you can't.
Where do you learn this? Like, okay, supposedly he didn't live such a harsh life. Like, I mean, we don't know
like
what
it was
happened.
like private school.
Right. He was pretty smart.
He was from money
right?
money earning Mount Vernon is what they call it. But you know, he kind of claims Harlem, but
So I'm just like, maybe he was like,
oh,
what?
look
Go
what
ahead.
it's the Harold Cano.
Yeah,
He said
he really
he said
is.
he
But
the
they were friends, boo boo.
let me
They
say
were friends.
let me read the comment out loud because this will be on the podcast, so it'll be on. So shout out to everybody listening back on Apple Podcast, Spotify, etc. That boy at Third Ward Thug on YouTube says he the Black Epstein, and it just remind me because you know I got a Diddy bit in my new set, and there's a tag I keep forgetting to say, and you just reminded me, bro. So thank you. Are we? You know what? We haven't scheduled Denver yet. They're asking.
Not, yeah.
I saw some comments about Omaha. I don't know. Let me tell you what I do have coming up in the immediate future. This weekend, Bakersfield on the 12th. That's Friday. Already sold out. Thank you guys. They added.
The second show's added. There's only a few left for the second show. So if you haven't
What?
purchased those, yeah, it's almost sold out.
Oh,
so.
Yo, Bakersfield. We about to have 2 sold out shows.
Almost, yeah.
Almost sold out. San Jose. Come on now. Let me get the word out. Let me spam y'all. It's because it's a Sunday, but it's picking up as well. But hurry up, snatch your tickets up. That's this Sunday, April 14th. After that, 420 Del Rio at the Civic Center.
Okay, how long was this? I think you and I were first dating when we went out to Del Rio and you performed in a club. Remember, some girl was trying to hit on me?
Man, bro. You know what? I told Raph about that story.
Oh, you did?
Somehow, some way, we were on the subject of that kind of stuff, and I was like, yo, some of these chicks that are like into chicks, I was like, they real aggressive.
Remember, I was sitting in a corner. He was performing. I was sitting in a corner by myself because I was just he and I that went to that show.
And you hadn't turned into like road manager all the way yet.
No, I hadn't. I was just sitting there.
You were just trying to be like, what kind of life business is this?
So I was just like, okay, this is interesting. All right. And so I'm just like watching him perform. And all of a sudden, this girl's like, so you here with him? And I was like she went like that, and I didn't know who she was talking about. I said, who?
Disrespectful,
and
bro.
I was like,
I wasn't in jiu-jitsu yet, bro.
I said, who? She goes, Chingo Bling. I'm like, yeah. She goes, I can do better than him. Or what did she say?
I could buy you whatever you want, something like that. I get you what you want.
I was like, what? I was like, what
I'm like,
what
hey,
is happening here? I was so confused. I was like, okay.
Wow.
There went that. But anyway, that's the story. Yeah. That's the memory I have of Del Rio.
Okay, and I think was it Del Rio where we found like this old school gym, like one of those.
That is, they're a couple who are bodybuilders. They were bodybuilders back. That gym was dope.
Yeah, that's kind of
should go back there.
That's kind of gym. A little
pep in my step.
Yeah, Mighty Soul's trying to figure out what's gonna give her all the pep in her step.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm tired of being Miss Chubsters.
I mean, you're hitting the gym real good, and for the most part, besides that big ass drink. But
there's that. Oh no! So it's only 24 calories.
Huh?
Because it's only the foam. Everything else is just espresso. Remember?
Oh, she about to be on a 6 shot.
So it's three quads. It's 3 shots. That's it, and then everything else is the foam.
Can I tell you about this coffee shop caddy corner to the Covina Laugh Factory? All right, so look.
I went there.
No,
I brought you coffee from there.
But you went to the churro place, right?
Yes.
Okay. No. So the churro place is like right here, and then like 5 businesses to the right or so on the corner. It's called like Rad Coffee, and they got like a little arcade in the back, and it's real punk rock.
Yeah. One of the ladies told me to go there. I didn't want to walk down the way.
Let me tell you about this drink. Okay. They had this one drink, Marisol. Everybody, first of all, get your stomach ready. When I describe, like get your heart rate ready when I'm about to describe. Ready? Here we go. Mm-hmm. It's called the Great White. Mm-hmm. It costs $10. 4 shots of espresso.
Oh, yeah, you talking my language already. Let's hear it.
I'm not done.
Oh.
Cold brew concentrate. Some of y'all stomach going right now.
I'm getting so excited about this.
I think it's like
how is that even possible? But
hold on. I'm gonna tell you how I ordered it because I got a variation of it. Let me finish this right before your head explodes. The rest is kind of it's a blur. You know, it's like a P. Diddy party. It's a blur. No Diddy. But look, I think it's like a splash of almond milk, like whipped cream, and maybe some kind of like, oh, it had a lot of I think it was white mocha. So it was very, very sweet. So
I don't like the pumps.
it's strong, it's sweet, it got the stuff on top and probably even some damn drizzle. But I was like, look, bro, we had it was like a whole consultation. I was like, look,
consultation.
I said, number one, do not put no cold brew concentrate on top. I said, I only want 3 shots because I'm about to perform. I'm not trying to be 100 miles an hour when I talk. So give me a 3-shot, a threefer. That's what we call them. You know what I'm talking about? Let me get that threefer. And then I think I tried to make it kind of like the drink you taught me, where I was like, don't make it all sweet, like half sweet, number one, first of all. And it was still very sweet.
Well, you know, I don't like any of the pumps in there.
Yeah. Hey, man, shout out to Sean Balderas. What's up, Big Don? He pulled up on us in West Texas, and boy lost about 100 pounds.
Bro,
boy.
His story with his wife is so interesting with the Dippin' Dots. I was like, damn, that was a win. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was dope. Like, their little story about that, you know?
The Dippin' Dots in the
mall. It's funny
because
she didn't want the business, and she was like, oh, no, you finna get this business, boo-boo. We getting this business.
Oh, wow, look at this. This David Carrion says, 2003 or maybe it was 2004, you performed in McAllen area. My coworker bought your burn CD. Damn, they were burned back then for $20. Damn, they taxed you 20?
And it was burned?
Lord have mercy. Shit. And you know what? Was it the show at that big place? Like that huge concert venue? Let me know, because we had let me tell you real fast how we threw that show. And unfortunately, it was very hard to duplicate.
Oh.
And let me tell you why. So this is way back before Eventbrite, before Facebook, like before TikTok, for any of that. So we threw the show, we threw the concert, we rented the venue, we made posters, we hired all the acts, we had tamales in the backstage, like lanyards, like we went all out, brought a whole team, like, and we went down a few days early. We're putting up posters up ourselves. When the clubs and the bars were let out, we're putting flyers on the cars, we're handing them out. I went and got commercials on the radio. And the reason I did all that is because promoters really weren't booking me yet. Like I kind of had a buzz, and like people were hearing about me, and my fan base was growing, but you know, they weren't hiring me. Like maybe it was like they didn't get it or they weren't wanting to take a chance. So I threw my own event and you know, cashed in a lot of favors and, you know, work deals and stuff. But we had like Baby Bash, I think like Grim, Lucky, like we had a bunch of people, Juan Gotti, we had a whole bunch of people. And the poster was we called it Money and Masa Tour, or Money and Masa Tour, and it was Bash and me. So Bash was my headliner, basically. So this is right, I think Sugar Sugar had just came out, and it was just like a regional hit. It was like barely, like only getting played in Corpus.
We need to do a date with them.
Oh,
like a plan a little.
Yeah, for sure. But so we had like 700 kids, and then Bash was like, nah, bro, this is your show, you're going on last. And I'm like, what? I'm going after you? Like, I just started. And we had I had a Chingo Bling piñata. We had the Cleto in the rooster suit. Like, it was just a spectacle. I'm rapping with a piñata stick, hitting the piñata. And so it was like amazing. But no se me prendió el foco in terms of like, hey, instead of saying I did this so y'all could book me everywhere, instead of looking at it like that, it should have been like, this is how I put on a show, and I'm trying to figure out my next city. That's what I should have done. And then they just started booking me. So then I was just too busy like flying. And
I really think, y'all, what do y'all think? Let's get ¿Qué dice el público? Should we
Fuera!
I've been thinking about this. I feel like he needs to do a music tour. Like next year, either the first half or the second half of the year, it's all music, and the first half is comedy. I really do feel that. What do y'all think?
Well, you know what? As we wait for the comments, I just had this whole convo with some people, like we're talking shop, some of Any Means people, I think. And you know, I told them about that last show I did. It was that festival in Modesto where we had the drummer and the DJ and everything. and it was like a high energy show. It was a pretty
so dope.
It was a pretty tight set. It was entertaining. People like they were having fun. They had their hands up. They're smiling. They're screaming. It was crunk. And so basically, I if we can do it like that, I'm not mad at the idea. Or maybe like some kind of like an evening with Chingo Bling, or I don't know.
I think it'd be cool if we'd have Dusty on there, like his musicians, and that covers that. You know what I'm saying? A camera person. Like I think we should do it. I think next year, because if we start planning it, it would take us. It would be like how we plan a tour. It'd have to start this year to book for next year. You know what I'm saying? So either the first half of the year we do it, or the second half of the year.
Oh, look what Harold said. He said a comedy show and mini concert to finish it off.
You've gone. That's Chappelle does that sometimes, right? He'll have like music and comedy.
I want to see one of those. I think he has one that he taped. It was like a block party.
Yeah, right.
And you could probably stream it probably on Netflix.
And they kind of you've done shows like that, babe, where they did comedy first and then the concerts, and those kind of like. I know that's a good suggestion, Harold, but let me tell you something. I've been in the back and people just don't want to listen. Like they don't want comedy. They're there for the concert. They're kind of in concert mode, so they don't want to sit. They're ready to, I guess, jam out. That's why you gotta
hit them. Like I'll say this. When Louis the singer hires me to open up the show, like when we did Fort Worth, it was him and Paul Wall, and then I opened it up with like Talking Mess. Yeah. And he has a real good crowd because obviously I did what I had to do. Like I knew how to, keep them hypnotized to where they don't turn into like, you know what, bro, what's up with the music part? I got to make sure I'm keeping them engaged. So yeah, you're absolutely right.
Like, yeah, because sometimes people are just ready more for music and they're not. They're like, wait. We're so confused.
Depending on the venue.
Because you got to understand.
Are they seating?
You're kind of like, if you're seated, you're kind of, and you're there for a concert, or you're thinking, oh, wait, I want the concert. You're ready for the concert, and you're just like, kind of, let's hurry up with this.
Especially if
or at least sitting in the back, that's kind of how I felt. I felt like the audience was like, hurry the fuck up with this comedy, and let's get to the concert part.
There's a lot of variables for sure. Like when, like for example, especially if you're opening up for a band like Intocable, where people bought Intocable tickets.
Y'all, have we told y'all the story about the Intocable? Have you ever told it?
Maybe on some podcast somewhere. Man, but we about to tell it right now.
You got to tell that story.
All right, so tú le echas crema a los tacos. Let's see. You want to set it up?
He hates that way I tell stories. What are you talking about?
They're real. This is how she would tell it, y'all. So we were living in California at the time. We were there for a month. Now, that particular morning, I ran out of the Sensodyne toothpaste that I only use. So I stopped at the CVS.
I hate Crest. It tastes like shit.
Yeah. So I stopped at the CVS, and it's like, baby, we talking about Anaheim, House of Blues,
he says
Intocable.
That I give too much detail for the story. So that's why I don't know why he's wanting me to tell the story. But long story short, he was called. I got an email about him like, hey, would he be interested in opening up for Intocable? And I'm thinking music. I'm not thinking comedy.
Yeah.
But they were trying to do something different. So they did comedy. So we were like, okay, so how long? They were like 10 minutes. I was like, 10 minutes?
Was it really 10 minutes?
That's all they wanted.
No.
Yeah, it was
really?
like a 10-minute warm up. Like I think 20 minutes, maybe at that.
Wow.
Let's just say 20 minutes on the high end.
They paid really well for 20 minutes.
They paid very well. So we went, right? Mind y'all, he was gonna need help. I'm the tour manager, but we decided to bring our kids because we were gonna be out there for a whole month.
And we didn't have a
So we don't have a sitter. My nanny is here. She's our babysitter. She's who watches our kids so that we can work.
So I got my kids at the House of Blues.
So now my kids are at the House of Blues in the green room.
Intocable walking by like.
I locked the door so that no one can come in. Only they can open the door.
Intocable walking by like, whose children?
Yes. And it was 10 minutes because I remember telling Mickey,
it'll
only be 10 minutes. Okay.
Wow.
It'll be 10 minutes and we'll be right back. And so anyway, y'all, so then we're there and I'm just in the front, just kind of not knowing what to do. Okay. First of all, the first night he went by himself. He comes back.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, tell it.
Yeah. Then he comes back and says, we need to talk. And I was like, what?
I met someone.
He's like, yeah. He's like,
No,
I mean, I guess that's possible.
No, never that.
Look at me so sure. I'm like,
no, but when people say we need to talk, that's what some people think. So go on.
And I'm like, what? What happened? He's like, I need for you to say I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm like, oh no, boo boo, you are doing this. We is getting a nice check. I don't know. You better figure it out.
Because it was 2 cities.
It was 2 cities. I said, you better figure it out. I said, because it's some nice money. He's like, nah, man, I'm not doing it. And he's all mad and I'm just like,
they got me all the way.
And I was like,
out here, man.
I said, all right, calm down and let's just kind of talk about this.
I'll start punching the air like Boys in the Hood.
So for y'all that don't know, so I am now my wife hat comes off. Now I got to put on the manager hat because we got to solve this because the money is nice and we are not saying no to this job, and
she's like, I like Whole Foods.
Yeah, I like
Lululemon.
So I'm gonna need you to go make this work. So now I got to put on manager hat and I start finding solutions. He's like, all right, if you think that's gonna work, then I guess we're gonna do that. Then I said, all right, so we're not canceling, we're gonna do it, we're gonna figure this out, blah blah blah. Sure enough, the next day, we do this as a fucking team effort, y'all.
But we brought the kids that day.
We brought the kids.
That's the day.
Now they're in the green room. Now I'm his sidekick on stage, y'all, so that he can be.
In case I bomb, she ready to hop in, be like, who's messing with Junior? Nah, we did way better because I had backup. It was like, ¿Y qué dice la señorita? It was like,
so now it was like
Sábado Gigante.
So now it's like I have a mic, he has a mic, and
she's in the crowd. Who want a t-shirt?
Yeah, who wanted exactly like. And then I'm like, I was there. No. This was I think the second show I think.
Okay.
Because I remember the guy in the front. I remember said, weren't you here yesterday with 2 other girls? And he was like, he looked like, oh shit, like be quiet. Bitch, like you messing up my game, And I was like so confused. I was like, wait, you're the same guy from yesterday.
Did you say it on the mic?
Yes. And the girls are looking, but they're all wanting to win the t-shirt, so they don't care. They're like, whatever. But that was funny. That was an interesting, man.
Bro. Talk about being a white belt in the comedy hosting game. And I remember asking Steve Trevino for advice. I don't know if I asked him and Jesus Trejo. I don't know if I asked him after the first night or before the first 2, but it was like, yeah, bro, like don't even really worry about your script. I think Dean Del Rey, I might have asked him too, like abandon script, do some contests, give some stuff away, and bob and weave and survive.
You're basically doing crowd work. You're basically like pumping them up for the concert. That's what you're doing.
Cheerleader, yeah.
So you can do some comedy in there, but
She said your pimp hand is strong. Harold Gano, Third Ward Thug, he said Marisol pimp hand strong. She said, nah, boo boo, get back on the track.
Yeah. I said,
get on the blade.
I said, no, boo boo. No. You see this check? I'm trying to get all of it.
No, we I'm talking about, hey, money is a major issue. The way Pitbull says. Let's look at some of these TikTok comments. When you come to the 956, they're asking, somebody trying to be messy. No, they said we love you both. Oh, that's Queen of Crunk on that TikTok.
Oh.
Somebody said when you come to 956.
Why you said somebody's being messy?
Nah, because they said random question. Are there comedians that don't get along at all? You know what I mean? That's kind of like what's the cheese man?
Well, if anything, I see it more on Shay Shay Room. Like when he talks like to other celebrities, I'm like, wow, guys really be beefing. Like y'all are, I think, ladies who are watching, I will honestly I think we can all say, I think men are worse. Don't y'all think at like beefing with each other? Like,
yeah, but we shouldn't. I mean, that should be the last thing a man should be. But you know what? The ego is strong. And when cats are insecure or immature, don't have good guidance, it just sometimes you got to hit your 40s to finally it might take some of us longer, but like I'll give you an example. Like with some of the young artists that are out there, like in the rap world, I get it. Some cats really are on some street stuff, and some that's really the type of image or style or music they want to make. But that's so hard to sustain because you're trying hard not to ever be laugh or be funny.
But you know what I don't understand? Like when you're at a status, like let's just say, okay, well the only one that can do that is 50 Cent. So shout out to 50 Cent forever and ever, because when you have fuck you money like that, it is so hard that you can. That boy just plays straight chess the whole time, from start to end. It's straight chess.
You could tell,
like that guy, man.
You could tell he has a high IQ.
I totally want to be the female 50 Cent.
You could tell he has a high IQ. You know what I mean? Like when you said chess and all that, that's like straight up.
Like it's crazy.
Like knowing how to push people's buttons, always find where your leverage is. He does like asymmetrical warfare.
And like how he did like a whole meme of him sitting at the Ciroc.
I didn't see that one.
At the Ciroc, talking about they trying to sell it to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And then Ciroc had to make a statement.
Yeah.
Talk about, that's what Scott Adams would call an energy vampire. Wherever the energy is, he's able to go and like a vampire, like suck the energy and turn it all into himself, like harness it for his own gain, his own benefit, his own motion, his own momentum, to the point where now Ciroc has to say, no, that's not true. We're not really trying to hire him. He's like, yeah, bitch, because I got this brand.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
But I love how
checkmate.
Everything is brought to you by, and it's his cognac, you know? So I think that's so like, I mean, he's.
Yeah. I mean, I used to, I'm glad I don't run my Instagram no more. I'm not in charge of being the one, because when I was in charge of it, I was one strike away. I was stressed out, number one, but I was one strike away from losing my whole Instagram. And I could troll like 50 a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well now you got triggered by this thing that's trending and this topical thing. Like I would have posted some crazy Eclipse shit, you know what I mean? And it's like somebody would have got offended. Somebody would have clicked the thing, and I know how some of y'all are.
And then manager over here just has to just be like, I'm all about free speech, Chingo, but come on, man, we can't. Not today.
Somebody gonna get triggered, yeah.
Today,
and then I'm gonna be and then I'm gonna be in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Trying to win some little internet. Pull out my keyboard. Oh hell no! I'm finna pull up on the chat room block.
Yeah, but it's crazy, like all the stuff that are coming out, because now I think they said his son has some charges of sexual assault. So like,
talking about
Diddy's son, yes, I think it's the one they call King. So yeah. I'm not. I think
se parece a él. He looks like a little.
Yeah.
Like the little.
But y'all, I watch Sloan, the medium, whatever her name is. She's all over TikTok, which I didn't know about her. Shout out to my boy Roger, my nail artist, who put me on to him. But long story short, she said that this was like whenever Kim Porter first passed away, okay, she had done a reading or whatever it's called that she does, and she had said, boo, that she kept showing her tapes. She's like, she keeps putting tapes. She keeps putting these pictures. I don't know what this is. What does she keep showing me? What does she keep? I'm
seeing evidence.
Yeah, like she's like that she wasn't supposed to die. She's like, I wasn't sick. She keeps telling her, I'm not sick. Wow. I'm not sick. And I mean, I don't know how true this is, right? But fast forward now.
There's other people corroborating this version.
She understands what the videos were, because they said that he did something to basically get rid of her, because she and Cassie, is that the girlfriend, were about to expose. They were about to expose him. So he got the girl who had the actual evidence. And so Sloan had already, Bella Sloan, that's her name. She had already said, like, she keeps showing these tapes. I don't know what these tapes are. What does anybody know what these tapes mean? Like, this is interesting. Like, she kept saying about these tapes. Then she did a current reading. She's like, I understand what these tapes are finally. Like, they make sense. Basically, I guess she was about to expose him.
I'm messing with stuff right here. Dang. And you know what else I heard? That a bunch of people that Diddy had done business with, like either Andre Harrell, Heavy D, Al B. Sure, Kim Porter,
but But I'll be sure is about to drop a documentary, and he's blaming Diddy for him being in that coma. I didn't even know he was in a coma.
And that's what I was trying to say, which is like supposedly all those different people were about to put out tell-all books, and all of them died under mysterious. You could say like, nah, that really was an aneurysm, or like that really was a stroke, or that really was a thing, or whatever happened to all these people. But it's like one time I tweeted like one of the pictures we have, and one of the pictures me and Diddy, and I put on there tell you all about it on tour or something like that. And then I heard people that did tell-alls. I'm like, oh, it's not a tell-all. It's not a tell-all. All right, well, we're probably gonna take a little lunch break right here. I don't know what y'all got going on. Let me see. That's why Pac and Biggie are dead, because they were going to expose Diddy. Ooh, being into the
we heard something different from the
Medium. No.
Well, the Medium did say something different, but I think it was Tupac that was trying to expose him because he set him up, right?
Was it Suge Knight?
Suge Knight. I think it was maybe Suge Knight.
I don't know.
That's why he's got the little beef with him, and that's why he was like,
Well, yeah. The official story was that when Pac got robbed and shot, I guess attempted murder, really, in the New York studio. Allegedly, Biggie was in that same like on another floor in the same building around the same time. And I guess it happened in his city.
They had told him to come over.
Oh, they invited
him, and then they set him up, and they shot him.
Yeah, that's why.
But Diddy claimed that he didn't know nothing about it.
Well, Biggie, would you believe, like when Biggie said, "Man, I didn't know. I didn't have nothing to do with that." Would you believe Biggie? Like, do you give him the benefit of the doubt?
I do now. I don't know about.
And he came across pretty honest, right? I mean, I kind of believe Biggie when he was like, "Man, I didn't know anything."
Yeah, I mean, I can see Diddy not being.
No, I didn't say Diddy. I said Biggie.
Sorry, the Biggie. I can see Biggie not being a part of this. But shit, man.
Oh yeah, look at that. Pac was on his way. Oh, so maybe when he was going up the elevator, he was going to be at the same session.
Yes, and then he shot him.
Yeah.
Or his other. Supposedly they were trying to they were going to give him money. They had given him money, and so they were trying to rob him. So that's what they made it seem like, that he had just.
He had money and he got robbed coincidentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, them kind of coincidences, I don't know about that. Yeah, that really smells like a setup.
Yeah.
So this is a cliffhanger. You want to leave him on a cliffhanger? So we get
I got to keep watching Bella Sloan for me to get more info.
No,
but whenever we go on my YouTube, all the things are like, all I've been watching is Diddy, like all the way across. But you know what? Y'all know who my girl is right now. And I'm not really a fan of her music. I hate to say that.
Who that?
But I like her as a person. Who you think I'm going to say?
Doja Cat.
No, come on now. Because at the end of the day.
Jenny 6ix9ine.
At the end of the day.
The day gonna end.
The day gotta end.
Glorilla.
Glorilla.
AKA Gloria Hallelujah.
I saw her on.
Gloria Hallelujah Woods.
Yes. Gloria Hallelujah Woods. And she's the only one of her 9 brother and sisters
who had the same middle name, right?
Does not have the same middle name. Yeah. So I saw the interview on the Shay Shay room, and you just can't help but to like her. Like, you just can't help but to like her. Yeah. Like, she's, she's very I just really like her. Like, I was like, you know what? I don't really care for her music, but I like her.
I mean,
I will support her.
Her music is good because the formula is good, which is, all right, bet. Give me a Memphis type of beat. Put something like, I don't know. She came up with all the hooks and the concepts and the catchy parts.
Well, Yo Gotti is
her CEO, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That boy's going to make so much money.
That's what they say.
It's basically like, I understand the Memphis template. Now we're going to do it for a girl. Make sure she has jewelry, has her hair done, get some damn veneers. All right.
And she said that was the first thing she bought with her first. He's like, what did you buy with your first bag? He asked her. He said, veneer, some teeth.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So look, we'll tell y'all about what shows we've been watching. We started one about Christian Dior and Coco Chanel.
The New Look. It's on Apple TV. It's about Christian Dior and Chanel during the Hitler time.
Yeah. All right, we'll tell you about that next time. And shout out to that last comment.
Yeah.
DJ Forecast, RIP Gangsta Boo. Also, shout out to what's her name, La Chat, and everybody from Memphis. We got a phone call about performing in Memphis.
Oh yes.
And are we doing Rockford, Illinois? Is that
I haven't talked to them.
Okay,
yet.
we're gonna follow up on Rockford, Illinois, and but yeah. So this weekend, Bakersfield about to sell out 2 shows this Friday, and then Sunday we head to San Jose, and then 420 in Del Rio. We'll see you guys there. Thank you.
Come out.
Peace.
Bye.